Super Talk Mississippi and supertalk.fm.
Senator Chris McDaniel, good morning, sir. How are you?
Hi, Paul. Thanks for having me. I'm doing well.
The PAC war out there, the pro-Cochran super PAC associated with former Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour, the story on with Tony Lee, and this was on Breitbart and CNS News and made national news. Pro-Cochran super PAC associated with former Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour is already on the airwaves to define upstart conservative state senator and challenger Chris McDaniel 5 months before the primary. And even Governor Bryant, who on Sunday endorsed Cochran, criticized the group on Monday, saying, "I'm disappointed in that. It's just not something that's necessary." And Governor Bryant was talking about the tenor or the language, the harsh language in that ad. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it's very disappointing. These are people that I never thought would stoop to that level. To be honest with you, it's just not what I anticipated. I know politics can be rough and tumble. I recognize that, but at the very least, let's talk about the truth. Let's not throw mistruths and basically distortions out there in the marketplace. Look, it's really simple, Paul. Instead of these mudslinging ads, instead of these little ads where my picture is being flashed around, let's just debate. And a debate will clear all of that. We'll go to every county in this state if they wish, and he can talk about his record. I'll talk about my record, and people can see the truth for a change. But the idea that they would attack me, and we know who it is, and the idea that they would stoop to that level is just very disappointing.
Well, who is it?
Oh, goodness. These are the very people that have been with Cochran's camp from day one. We know for a fact that Henry Barbour's associated with the Super PAC, and we know for a fact that Brian Perry is. And these are guys that I respect. I always have. I just, frankly, don't know why they would stoop to that level.
And how do you answer that? Because the ad titled "Whoever" accuses you of being whoever you need to be to get elected. But wouldn't you go back and point to the history of your voting record? Some things they may agree with, some things they may not. But your voting record is your voting record.
Absolutely. And let's talk about it in open and honest terms, not on a 30-second attack ad. And, it's really easy to take an ad and spend big money and distort someone and make them appear to be something they are not. But, hey, look, I've got a 7-year record as the most conservative member of the Mississippi Senate. It's very, very clear. And I would love to, at some point, if you'd like, I'd come on the show and we'll talk about the ad. I'd love to refute everything they've said. But, look, it's really easy. Let's bring Senator Cochran on the show as well, and let's talk about it, and let's find the truth together.
If I had my rathers, not for ratings or anything else, just for the people of Mississippi with a statewide audience, I would love to have a debate on the air, full hour, constructed in any manner possible, whichever the two of you agree with. But would you agree with that if we had a debate on the air and just to have both of you here?
Absolutely. Let's take it straight to the people. Straight to the people. That's the best way to handle this.
Well, we'll put that invitation out. We've had many invitations for Senator Cochran to come on because, there's some great things about Senator Cochran. There's some other things, and people just, I think, need to know both sides of both candidates.
Sure, absolutely. I agree completely.
Any final thoughts here?
Well, not really. Not really. We're just keep in mind that the Conservative Coalition remains in the fight. I'll remain in the fight on separate and unrelated matters. And we're going to do our very best collectively and as individuals to fight for the conservative principles that we believe in and to save and salvage our Constitution.
Let me ask you, because I've known you for a while, and I don't mind asking you, do you believe that the great majority of the bills were killed in this session from specifically the Conservative Coalition? Do you believe that was politically motivated?
Oh, of course, absolutely. Absolutely. The bills are just too good. They're just too good not to be considered otherwise. But, I'm not the type to ever hold a grudge, Paul. I'm really not. This is, it's politics. I understand. The people have to, at some point, veer through it and understand what's happening behind the scenes and then make their decisions based on who they trust and who they believe. And what I can tell them beyond hesitation is you've got a group of young people that are fighting for their beliefs every day at the Capitol, and we're going to keep fighting for them.
Chris, thank you, sir. Appreciate it very much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Super Talk Mississippi and supertalk.fm.